Hello everyone, this is Carol from the Center Branch Library and I am here tonight with my little dog Sophie for another adult storytelling to read you a tale from Romania. This story comes from a collection of folk tales edited by Kathleen Ragan called Fearless Girls, Wise Women, and Beloved Sisters. And this is a folktale that has a lot in common with another more well-known tale from Greek mythology. So I'll let you figure it out if you can, and we will begin. Sit. Lie down. Once upon a time, there was a king so rich and powerful that all of his neighbors were afraid of him. This king had a son, so brave and handsome, with such long curly hair, that he was talked about even in foreign lands and beyond the sea. When the king felt that he was growing weak, he went to his son and told him it was about time he got married, for everyone liked to see his family settled at some time or another. However, the king also said that he wanted a good, hard-working girl for a daughter-in-law, not some silly featherbrain. So he decided he would build a palace with 1,000 rooms, and he would invite all the kings and princes and their daughters, and whatever girl could make her way through all of the rooms without getting lost would be chosen as his daughter-in-law. They sent for workers from all over the land, each one cleverer than the next, and they built a palace so big that you could never see all of it at once. Then they invited all of their friends and neighbors and their daughters to come call upon them. Word of this majestic palace spread across the land, and soon people were pouring in from all corners of the world to see it. When they had all gathered, the king announced his plan and invited the girls to try their luck. They all tried, but none of them succeeded, for there were so many rooms and it was all so complicated. Seeing this, the king began to lose hope. Now, among this great crowd, there had come an old woman with her daughter to see the splendid sight. After the king's daughters and the boyar's daughters went away, ashamed of their failure, the old woman's daughter thought she might try her hand at it. But her mother grabbed her arm and scolded her, saying she ought not to make so bold. Still, at that moment, the prince happened to see her from across the room, and thinking her as pretty as a penny, he went over to her and asked her if she would give it a try. So she entered the palace. In the first room, she found a wedding ring. She picked it up and put it on her finger. In the next room, she found a wedding dress. She put that on as well. By the time she had come out, she had taken a token from every room with her. The king was a man of his word, and so there was a fine wedding. And at that wedding, he asked his new daughter-in-law what she had done so as not to get lost. She replied that she had brought her distaff with her, and as she traveled with her mother, she had spun as much thread as she could. Then she had left her distaff at the palace door and made her way through the rooms holding the other end of the string. When it was time for her to head back, she wound up the string on her spindle, and in doing so, she had managed not to get lost. And so from then on, it became a saying in that land that clever folk can be found in mud huts too, not only in palaces.